Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Miss Beth's Place. I'm Miss Beth, and today I'm going to talk to y'all about propagations. Now, I have assembled some of my propagations, all of one particular type plant. Excuse me. They are called, I've always called them wandering Jews, but here lately, people will get offended by calling anything wandering Jew, so they call it wandering dude, or the real name for it is Tradescantia zabrina, or the green wandering dude, or there's a couple different types that I have here today. This one is just the green one, but it does have the beautiful purple leaves underneath it. Isn't that pretty? So I've taken these from clippings off of some of my houseplants. I do have quite a few houseplants. That's not real. These are just a few that I've just got right here in this area. But as you can see, I love plants. I guess my favorite plant right now probably is the Hoya. This is a Hoya. So is this, and this, and this, and this. We're going to play a guessing game. If y'all can tell me what the names of all of them are, you win a prize. This is my favorite one. I have another big one over here. I've got lots of them. I've got them in every room of my house. My bathrooms, my laundry room, the guest room, my bedroom, of course. But anyways, I'm getting off the track. I done jumped off the track and I'm running down the side of the road. Okay, so back to my beautiful wandering Jew, wandering dude, Tradescantia, whichever one you want to call it. That's what we're going to pot up today. I've got this real pretty pot right here. I believe, does it say where I got it from? Oh, I got this from Tractor Supply. Got it from Tractor Supply. It was $12.99, but I think it was on sale. But I find plants everywhere I go, like Kohl's, Bell's, just where you'd think you wouldn't find pots, I find them. Like, look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? This one came from Ross's, and it was $5.99. Wow, that's beautiful. It's got little bumblebees on it. And there are lots of bumblebees out right now because springtime is here upon us in the South. I live in South Alabama, and it is about to be full springtime here. Everything's blooming. There's pollen. Bumblebees flying around, buzzing at you. And so let me get started. I'm going to get me some pot and soil up, and I'm going to take y'all in there and show y'all how I pot these up, and we'll be right back. All right, I went and got some pot and soil. I usually do all this in my plant room in there, but I decided to do it in here where it's nice and bright. And I have my grandbaby today, so she wants to talk too. So you hear her in the background. That's Melody. Yeah, she likes to talk. She's only 7 months old. So this is what I'm going to put in it. It's Osmocote. It's indoor-outdoor fertilizer. It's time release, so it works over a period of about 6 months. I also will water this in with some more plant fertilizer that I have that's for indoor plants. Now, I have a big screened in back porch, so this plant will probably go on that back porch. It stays, well, it stays probably about maybe 10 degrees cooler or warmer than it is outside because it is out on the back of the house. It faces north. So it's on the north side of the house by the pool. So anyways, this is probably where the plant's going to go. So these are my propagations. I told y'all I had a bunch of wandering Jews. Now, These actually can be propagated by just sticking them in the dirt. I have these on my front porch, I have them on my back porch, I have them inside. And what I have found is if you are clipping off deadheading or whatever outside and one falls on the ground, well, guess what? It ain't gonna be long before there's gonna be some wandering Jew out there on the ground. Now, I think that's why they call it that. I don't think it has anything to do with really, to me, it doesn't have anything to do with who you are, what you are. It's just a plant that I like. Beautiful. This one has beautiful zebra stripes with the purple backs on them. I love purple. So what I usually do is I gather these up out of my water and I just propagate these in water and a little bit of propagation fertilizer. And there's a couple of different kinds in here. There's one that's just solid green, and then there's other that is has a stripe on it. And these both are about the same kind of plant. Now, I like to take the bottom leaves off if I'm going to stick them in the dirt. And you don't even really have to have these rooted. I can just stick some of these down. If they're not rooted already, I can just stick them down in the dirt and they'll grow. And if they don't, I'll just pull them out. That one doesn't really have one. I'm going to try to get them in a big bunch. That way it'll look really pretty when it goes down into the pot. Some of these have been propagating for, a couple months. Some of them ain't been propagating very long at all. The reason I propagated these is because we were going to have a really bad winter here in the south. Yes, we had about 10 inches of snow a few months back when the cold front come through, and it was everywhere. It was all up and down the coast, the east coast. So you see how I've got a really pretty, like a little bouquet going there. And I do have another little pot of these over there that are just a solid green that I'm probably going to use too. So I put me some tropical potting mix. Most of my house plants, I have a mix that I mix up on my own that's got a lot of different things in it, and it's for well-drained soil. Wandering Jews don't really like well-drained soil. I think they like to be kind of moist. I think they'll take anything you give them, really. Like I said, I've got these in a pot out on my front porch, and I've got some growing in my flower bed that's coming up out there too. And those are from me just pinching off dead plants or dead leaves, or them just getting broken and they fell off into the beside the porch. I got me some cute little scoops here. I'm gonna make a mess, I know, with this. Hey, Melody! Hey, Melody! She's getting mad at me because she's like, you ain't showing me no attention. So, it's all down in there like that. And I just pack it down in there. Like that. Oh, they look pretty. And this was a free plant. This plant didn't cost me anything. I just pinched off what I had. This plant originally was my grandmother's, and I'd say it's probably originally about 50 to 100 years old. Let me get my baby over here, and I'll be right back. All right, I come back. I had to go get my grandbaby situated. So I've got this planted up. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if y'all want to propagate a wandering Jew or a Tradescantia or whatever you want to call it, just take you some clippings off of it. You can just break them off, stick them in some water. You can stick them in some moss. You don't even have to stick them in anything. Just stick them down in the pot with some good soil. Again, I use the Osmocote fertilizer, and I'm going to water these in real quick with some of my Super Thrive that I use a lot of. I'll link it down below so y'all can get you some if you need to. I'm probably kind of cattywampus up here looking. I don't know. Anyways, I like to take the water that I had the plant in and fertilize it in with that because it does have some rooting liquid in it. You see that one? There's a root, but it's on up there. So I'm just gonna stick my finger right there, and that will let me see. I'm just gonna stick it right down in there. No problemo. I got a couple more over here. I don't see any roots in these either. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna stick my finger down in the dirt, and I'm gonna poke it down in there. Now, I like to tap on my pot, make sure it's got plenty of pot and soil in it. I think it does. And I'm gonna water it a little bit more, and I'm gonna go show y'all where I'm gonna put it at. And I'll show you a few more of my house plants. If y'all have any questions on propagating, feel free to let me know. I love to propagate anything that I can propagate. This right here, Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, Easter cactus. You could propagate this. All you do is just cut a piece off and stick it in some water. I've got some of those I'm gonna do. I'll probably do a video on that next. And there's a neighbor that she lives about 3 blocks from me. She's been real sick. She wants some pieces of my beautiful Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus, whichever one it is. It's sort of a peachy color. I think I'm gonna take some clippings off of it, propagate them, and take her pot when it gets pretty and healthy. I want to wait till it gets good and healthy before I take it to her, and I think she'll like that. But hey, if you got a friend that's sick or just a friend that likes plants, propagate something and take it to them. They will love it. Put it in a beautiful pot like this. There's nothing better than a beautiful pot of potted plant, any kind of plant. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful gift. God grew this, and it makes me good to see anything that God does. So, hey, y'all have a blessed day, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what kind of plant you like. What's your favorite plant? Mine's the Hoya right now, but I love all plants. So, give me a holler. Love y'all. Have a great day.
How you doing?